Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss Trap. So this is an M. Night Shyamalan film. Stars Josh Hartnett as a guy who's spending some quality time with his daughter. He's taking her to this concert for a singer called Lady Raven, one of the biggest stars. You know, it's a huge deal to have this concert. His daughter is like obsessed and cannot wait to go. So this is like a real big dad win, right, for Josh Hartnett. So whenever he gets there, he's kind of talking to people. He's talking to the guy at the merchandise stand. He's kind of shown the guy at the merchandise stand that he's a nice guy. So the merch guy opens up to him ridiculously for some reason and tells him that the entire concert is actually a trap to catch a serial killer named the Butcher. And that the entire, it's all just smoke and mirrors, that they've got the place locked down. There's no way the Butcher can get out. The problem is that Josh Hartnett appears to be the Butcher, which creates some real problems for him. And he begins to figure out how he can get out of this scenario. And the elderly profiler that's overseeing the operation is determined to bring him down. So Trap is, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it opens at this, we have the bulk of the first part of the movie takes place at a concert of this Lady Raven, who is actually the daughter of M. Night Shyamalan. He's been pretty open that the only reason this movie exists is because he wanted to showcase his daughter's music and kickstart her career. The concert scene is brutal. It just drags on and on and on. The music is not terrible, but it's not memorable. It's not exciting. It's not captivating. The story up to that point is just kind of like, well, okay, so, whatever. It's just the concert goes on and on. Nothing at the concert feels authentic. I mean, this is like a really big concert. No one's really watching it or paying attention. Everybody's just wandering around or doing whatever. It's just a really weird vibe. But when you're watching the concert scene, you're like, okay, if we ever get out of this concert, things are going to pick up, right? Eventually, the movie's going to go on to something beyond showcasing M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's music, right? Wrong. When we get out of the concert, we fall off of, things just go even worse. You're starting to wish we were back at the concert. There is a series of the most nonsensical, ridiculous, outlandish things that happen, these weird twists and turns that make no sense, that are just completely poorly thought out, all in the name of like making an M. Night Shyamalan twist after twist after twist. But these aren't twists. They're just really poorly written, poorly executed plot twists. Like, oh, this guy, the Butcher, is this like a super genius that can get out of any scenario, but he can't outsmart M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, right? It's ridiculous. This movie's outlandish. Is it the worst movie I've ever seen? No, not even close. I've seen movies where nothing happens that are just completely boring. This movie is so bad that I feel like it might reach like cult status at some point. It's just like, what were they thinking with this movie? But Josh Hartnett is actually really fun to watch here. He really goes for it. It's a manic performance that's just really enjoyable. I wasn't really sure. He's kind of like, kind of stoic and in a lot of his performances. So I thought this was really interesting to see him in kind of more of like an unhinged role. And I think he actually, I'm not saying it was like an Oscar performance, but I thought it was like fun to watch, which for me is, that's fine. That's all I just want, an enjoyable movie. Trap is ridiculous. I don't know what else to say about it. I can't really recommend it, but if you like just like legendary bad movies, I would probably check this one out. But man, M. Night, what a crook, man. That's the twist though, right? Is that there was like a trap for the Butcher, but this was a trap for us. We, as the viewer, were trapped into watching this movie, or we watched this movie, and then we were trapped into watching, his daughter's mediocre music and even worse acting. But anyway, that's my review for Trap. If you want to check out more, you can go right here on YouTube for my movie review playlist. But until then, thanks for watching this one, and hopefully I'll see you soon.